I don't really think we need to test the broadcast. I trust that it's working. Oh, yay. Dude, we're totally going.
We're live?
We're live.
Yay!
Yay.
Hello, YouTube! Today we will be discussing Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. This probably won't be a very long one, because,
Despite the
not.
size of the book.
It's 754 pages, but to be honest, it's it probably could have been, even just stretching it out, stretching the plot out, it could have been done in 300 pages. So the story starts by opening up with Edward and Bella's wedding, because, we kind of got left off with them being engaged and planning on getting married, and we get to see a lot of their honeymoon. And it's hilarious because, I have a friend who was saying that the, love scene in this book made her, have to go take a cold shower. It was nothing. It was, I was expecting, it was the most fade to black sex scene ever.
Exactly. It's like the whole, they go to bed and then you see them smoking in the morning.
Exactly. It was so fade to black that I'm
Except they
like,
didn't actually smoke, and I was confused as to what had happened. I felt like there wasn't even a fade to black; it cut to black.
yeah, it
I did not
literally
understand
just,
what had happened when it happened.
and then we just wake up and the bed's covered in feathers because apparently he ate a feather pillow so that he wouldn't kill her.
Yeah, because that is the reasonable response.
Yeah. So she very quickly realizes she's pregnant because apparently that's how cross species fertilization works. She gets to have a really short pregnancy that almost kills her. And I honestly was surprised. I thought for sure Edward was going to try and force her into an abortion there. But, literally force her because he forces her to do everything that he wants. And the fact that he was unable, he didn't, kind of surprised me. But they ended up having a little girl that they named Renesmee.
Oh my god.
Which is ridiculous for one thing. But also, she gets so mad over them giving her a nickname.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was the
kids have
overreaction of the century.
Kids have nicknames, especially when you give them a mouthful of a name like Renesmee.
A mouthful of a stupid name like Renesmee.
Yes. You don't want your kid to have a nickname, name them like Kate or something. Something short that can't really be shortened anymore. But even then, you never know. Their friends might decide to call them Kay.
I mean,
it happens.
Or, their friends could just be crazy and give them a longer nickname.
That happens too. It all depends. So, my biggest complaint with this was not even that it was 754 pages of just them being all tense and waiting for the hammer to come down. But, because, by the way, there's a law in the vampire community about not having, not turning children because they don't have impulse control and stuff, which makes sense, because you're stuck in whatever, like form you start out, like whatever form you're in when you get turned. So you never, like a child
You never
vampire
age.
never.
Like, you never get more mature.
Right. So they'll be stuck at whatever maturity level they were when you turn them.
It's like, and do you
So
really need a vampire 2-year-old?
yeah, yeah, bad idea.
I
Um,
mean, God, they won't
like
even do
newborn
tantrums. They just will get what they want.
newborn vampires are bad enough on the impulse control thing. You don't need to add the fact that they're two to that.
But they're really
Um,
cute.
they would be adorable. Um,
That is apparently why vampires were turning 2-year-olds, just because they were cute.
yes, they wanted to have a baby. And having an eternal baby is even better. Because I have to admit, I kind of wish I could have stopped my kid from growing up. Like, I love him, but I also miss him being a baby, too. But I don't want to have another one. Like, I miss having a baby to snuggle, but I don't want to go through having another kid. Or raising another kid.
Okay.
Um, so they're waiting for the Volturi to find out about Renesmee and to have to like prove that she's not immortal. She's only half. She will age up till a certain point. Meanwhile, Jacob imprints on the baby,
Dude, the baby
which
is aging at a ridiculously improbable rate.
well, she did that with just being conceived in the first place. They were gone 2 weeks,
I, yeah.
and she had a visible bump.
Yeah. Well, the entire pregnancy was like, what, 6 weeks?
I don't even know. Like,
It was
it's
short.
so bad about keeping track of time.
Yes, and she spent the entire time. Well, once they left the middle of nowhere, then after that she was basically sick the entire time, and not just sick, like dying sick.
Yeah, like, because apparently, despite the fact that they're all vampires and they even have a vampire doctor, nobody thinks to give her blood. Like, maybe a half vampire baby needs some blood. Like, is that really a huge leap?
Apparently.
Like, okay. So they get to the point where the Volturi finally find out about Renesmee, and they know they're coming, and everything's all tense, and they're prepping battle plans, and blah, blah, blah.
And Alice disappears.
Yes, Alice and Jasper run away, and nobody knows why. They think they just left. And yeah, they make arrangements for like Renesmee to be like specifically Bella makes arrangements for Renesmee to be taken by Jacob in the event that they lose the showdown with the Volturi. And I don't know what I was expecting, but a really tense conversation that just ends was not it. Like, all this build-up, 600 pages plus.
Okay, no, because a good 250 of those pages, nothing happens.
Right,
There's not even build up.
Like from the moment they realize she's pregnant, which is um uh
Oh.
so they find out she's pregnant right before it switches point of views. So 139 pages in, and they find out she's pregnant right about then.
Mind you, in those 139 pages, all that has happened. She got married. She pissed Jacob off. They have a honeymoon. That's it.
Yes. They have lots of fade to black sex, pretty much.
We went over this. It's not a fade to black. It's a cut. It's like, no, we're done. We're done.
And so they find out she's pregnant, and then there's all this like stress about whether or not the baby, she's going to die, whether or not the baby should live, that sort of thing. We get several chapters from Jacob's point of view, where he ends up breaking from his werewolf pack and starting his own, and he's contemplating killing the baby, and then he imprints on the baby, which means that he's gonna grow up and love the baby. Like the baby,
he loves the baby now. The baby's gonna grow up and love him, supposedly, maybe.
Yeah, like they're going to be together, and this is decided the moment he lays eyes on the baby.
I mean, it's only slightly better than who Quill imprinted on.
How is it slightly better than who Quill imprinted?
Was it Peter or somebody? Because one of them imprinted on a 2-year-old.
But how is a newborn better than a 2-year-old?
Did I say better?
Yes, you did.
I said my brain is not there. I meant the other way around.
Like, either way, it's pretty dang
Although,
creepy.
to be honest, at least she'll be full grown in like 7 years.
True.
Quill still has, or whichever one it is.
But it's still very roomy. Like.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, even when they talked about imprinting in whichever book they talked about it the first time, and Bella's just like, and she's gonna just put up with this, and they're like, yeah, of course.
Like
it's like they're perfect for her. Like he's gonna be the perfect guy for her. It's like, yeah, I don't think you understand how this works.
No, like keep werewolves away from all children ever. Anyone who's a minor, they're not allowed to be near them. So like they're all tense about the Volturi coming, and then the Volturi come, and so we have so from page 139 up until
the third to last chapter.
If even then, like
it might be the second to last chapter.
Like the last chapter is happily ever after. So second to last chapter ends on page 741. So that's like 600 pages of tension that ends with a conversation.
I'm not even sure if it's all of that, because part of her after she was born is just, oh my God, she's awesome. It's like 50 pages of, oh my God, this baby's awesome.
Yeah, because she can talk to people through like touch, like she can send images into their brains. And yeah.
So a lot of this book is just.
And we find out that Bella's weird not being able to be read by Edward is all a power. Like, she has a super ability to protect people. Like, she's literally, like... so she becomes a newborn vampire after giving birth to Renesmee because it basically kills her, and the only way to save her is to turn her into a vampire, right?
By injecting the venom straight into her heart.
Yes. Because, just a bite's not gonna do it. And so we get to see her turn, and then she's instantly the coolest vampire ever. She has more control over herself than any other newborn vampire. They're all like, you shouldn't be like this for another couple of decades.
Is it also a power that she is the most has the most guilty feeling ever? If she said sorry one more time,
she's like, it's. I I can't do it. I
Like
can't.
she apologized for just being around a human.
Yeah, like she stops herself from murdering some humans and then apologizes because she couldn't stop herself from chasing them for a little bit. Hi.
Hi, Mommy. I was like,
What happened to Mario?
what?
He heard me talking, and he's
What
probably
what
getting
happened
hungry.
to Mario? Weren't you playing Mario?
Mario Kart.
That's what I said, Mario.
What do you want for dinner?
I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay. I only told him to start looking an hour ago
Okay.
so that I could make it really quick once we're done. So yeah, like whole bunch of like stressful what's gonna happen. Volturi are coming,
They
and
gear up
then
for
they
war. They
have.
get all their friends together.
Eggs and toast.
Okay, I will make it later. Go play.
Bye, Mommy.
I love you. Don't eat me on video. My life.
Yeah.
um. So I'm expecting, battle for Hogwarts level of like just
I expect someone to throw a punch.
yeah, just a punch. A punch would be fine. There's some magic use there at the end
But of course,
that
Bella
Bella
is,
with
is,
her.
is special.
Yes, Bella is the ultimate special, and she just fixes it all
Like
just
Bella
by
is a
using.
walking Deus Ex Machina.
Yes, she is. How? This is just her power.
It's
She's
like,
super special.
she spends the entire, once she becomes a vampire, it's like, okay, yeah, this is your power. You don't, people can't affect your mind. And then it's like, oh, by the way, you can make a shield around yourself. And it's like, oh, by the way, you can spread that shield to cover like what, 15 people?
More than like it was their entire party, however many people those were. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And but I think they kind of established that it was only a defense against magical attacks, not physical ones.
I think so, but
So
not
like
like
in the
anyone threw a
Volturi,
punch for us to test it.
I know, right? Like we really don't know. So it ends with like the Volturi wanting to kill Renesmee and kill the Cullens so that they can end them.
Just for the fun of it.
And they end up basically proving that the entire thing's a sham. Their entire trial is they're using whatever excuse they can just to take out a powerful coven. And yeah, they just go away. So that was really like anticlimactic.
I hear there might have been a battle in the movie, but it was all a dream sequence.
Sort of like her dream sequence earlier in the like where she's protecting a baby boy
Yeah.
so she thinks she's having a boy and then she ends up having a girl because dreams aren't accurate.
Because they're dreams. I'm sorry, your power is not. What is dream seeing? I'm going to call it clairvoyance, but it's not clairvoyance. But yeah, that's not your power.
Yeah. So we finally finished. I think that book got 1 star from me because it was so goddamn anticlimactic.
I look. By the time I got to the end, I was just tired of Bella being Bella.
Well, yeah, Bella's Bella a lot, and she's very, very bad at it.
Well, also Bella no longer is clumsy. Like even while she was still human, she wasn't clumsy.
Truth.
I don't think she tripped on anything. Like
Well, to
Bella
be fair,
danced.
for the first 150 pages, she was human, but basically, like, one, she didn't leave the bed for most of her honeymoon. And then two, once they realized she was pregnant and dying, she didn't leave the bed.
Okay, but before that, I mean, come on. She should have tripped at that wedding.
Yes, she should have. Bella can't dance. She should have tripped at the wedding, especially with the heels that you know Alice put her in.
Of course.
Because she has no, like, agency to actually, like, dress herself and pick out her own wedding gown.
I'm sorry. Someone needs to punch Alice in the face every time she gets like that.
Yes.
At least say no occasionally.
Yes. Like, if you know you're not going to wear a multi-million-dollar wardrobe, make them take the multi-million-dollar wardrobe back.
I make my mother take my Christmas gifts back. Munchkin? And Munchkin's dragon or alligator or...
It's an alligator head.
Yeah, I call it my alligator hand. So it's my hand.
Go play. Ow!
Sorry, Mommy.
I'm not laughing.
And then it's open.
I'm laughing.
Go play. You're totally laughing.
Yes, I am.
So, now that we're finally through that series,
Oh, thank God. We have one more.
we get to read this next, which is the last book in the Song of the Lioness Quartet. We will be reading it. It is 308 pages, and lots of things happen.
I was about to say, and more things will happen than in that godforsaken, twice as long book.
I know, right? Like, it's literally more than twice the length.
An actual battle will take place.
I think several.
It's been a long time. I don't remember.
Same. But we will be reading Lioness Rampant by Tamora Pierce, which we love, and we'll get glowing reviews because it's Tamora Pierce, and she's the queen of, like, YA fantasy. Like, literally, if you look up most of the well-known authors right now who are writing fantasy, Tamora Pierce is in their, like, inspirations most of the time. More often than not.
And some non-YA fantasy writers.
Yeah. Like, Sarah Moss talks about her in one of her acknowledgments, stuff like that. Like, lots of authors. And even if they don't say it, they've probably read her work. If they were teens who loved fantasy at all. So we'll be reading that this next month, and then we will, I forget what we decided we were going to do.
Dang, didn't we just go look it up the last video?
I have Blood Witch now, we could read that.
Why?
Because we gotta finish the Witchland series.
Says who?
Says me.
Well, who the hell do you think you are?
You know you want to read more about the Thread Sisters. By the way, this is going to be your bookmark.
Yay.
In my owl crate, I got Thread Sisters BFF bookmarks, matching ones. So, Robin and I will have matching bookmarks next time I see her.
So we have matching shirts and connecting necklaces. Now we'll have bookmarks. Yeah. I just need to read. I really want to rethread mine. Like, you know, put it on another thing. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Mine's somewhere around here.
I am pretty sure mine is in my suitcase.
Mine's on my bookshelf, I believe. But yeah, the necklaces broke super, super fast. It was
God,
sad.
God dang it, Claire's. Or was it the icing? Somebody owned by
Some
Claire's.
somebody. Um, but yes, so we were not fans of Twilight.
Who would be?
Apparently, a lot of people are. I don't know
What?
why.
Probably because
I
it's the
don't.
only book they've read in the past. God, who knows? They were just happy to be reading.
um. So there's that. We'll be reading Lioness Rampant, and then moving on to something else. Um. I think we were discussing Maria Snyder's new series at one point.
There's a, I temporarily okay. I forgot what it is. I think it looks pretty though. I think that's why we decided on it.
Navigating the Stars, I believe, is the
Oh
title.
yeah, yeah. It sounded interesting,
Yes.
and it is pretty. I like the colors.
So we'll probably be doing Navigating the Stars after Lioness Rampant.
Woot, woot.
Because Robin's being difficult about Blood Witch.
Difficult.
Yes, difficult.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I got Blood Witch for Christmas, and it's pretty, and I want to read it. Cause one, I like Edwin. I do. I do. Cause he's like, I don't know, I just do. He's funny. I like him.
You have issues.
Yes, I do.
Gosh.
He's still better than Edward.
Well, that doesn't take much. Breathing makes you better than Edward.
He's better than Jacob.
Breathing makes you better than Jacob.
Jacob breathes.
Yeah, but I mean, other breathers are better than Jacob. I mean, that dude has a temper like no one's business.
Yes.
Over
Yes.
things that you like. I'm like, sorry, you do not own Bella.
Accurate.
He's like the quintessential nice guy.
Like the guy who thinks they're super nice and secretly isn't.
Yeah, basically the guy who thinks that his niceness means that you have to sleep with him. And when you don't, it's like, well, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. I mean, like, I bet you somewhere on the internet someone has already written down Jacob equals nice guy.
Probably. It's probably on Reddit.
Yeah, everything's on Reddit. You okay? Don't die.
I've not been feeling well all week.
I'm sorry.
And it doesn't help that I haven't been getting regular sleep. Because someone has had 2 days off of school.
Yeah, that someone wasn't me. I wish it was.
Like, and I don't even understand why. Like, the roads weren't that bad this morning. And the school's 2 blocks away. We could have walked. But yeah. So that's our plan. Thanks for joining us. Because we've got nothing else to say.
Stop trying
Breaking
to die
down.
on camera. Dang. Wait till I turn
What?
it off.
What's up?
I said stop trying to die on camera. Wait till I turn it off.
I'm trying. My lungs hurt.
Of course. Blame your lungs. Are we good now?
Yes.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.